One of the most amazing businesses we've ever seen is Nvidia. It is now the main choice for handling all of the generative artificial intelligence, AI, workloads that are coming online and is ruling the computing hardware market. But since the build-out is still in its early stages, Nvidia still has a lot of potential to grow. If predictions come true, Nvidia may grow into a huge corporation that surpasses almost all others in size. This makes it a fantastic opportunity to buy, but how big can it get? Over the next 5 years, Nvidia predicts that investment on AI will soar. Global data center capital expenditures are expected to exceed $3 trillion to $4 trillion yearly by 2030, according to Nvidia's astounding prediction. That's a brave move, but how will it affect Nvidia's stock price? The business estimated that approximately $600 billion would be spent on data centers worldwide in 2025. In fiscal year, FY 2026, which concluded on January 25th, it brought in $216 billion. That amounts to a spending share of 36%. Assuming the prediction is accurate, and Nvidia maintains its 36% spending capture, $1.44 trillion in revenue is anticipated. If Nvidia keeps up its 54% profit margin from FY 2026, it will make $780 billion. A stock valued $23.4 trillion would result from multiplying that by a trailing earnings multiple of 30. Considering that Nvidia now has a market valuation of less than $5 trillion, that is an outrageously enormous corporation. Nonetheless, if forecasts come to pass and Nvidia continues to hold its market share, there is a financial foundation for it. The Magnificent Seven cohort is another intriguing analogy it raises. The remaining Magnificent Seven stocks currently have a total market value of $16.3 trillion. Thus, by 2030, Nvidia might be worth far more than all of its competitors combined. Spending from different AI hyperscalers is responsible for such enormous value generation. Investors should not pass up this once-in-a-generation opportunity to invest in Nvidia. Although there is little chance that it will meet this precise forecast, it indicates that Nvidia will still be a great company to purchase, even if it doesn't. Over the coming years, Nvidia will have some incredible growth, and I have no doubt that it will surpass all other stocks in the market. Investing in Nvidia shouldn't slow down since AI expenditure isn't. Evaluating Nvidia's worth following record profits and used $2 billion in AI networking agreements. In addition to fresh $2 billion investments in Coherent and Lumentum to guarantee crucial optical networking capacity for future AI data centers, Nvidia's shares are responding to a potent combination of record quarterly performance and an ambitious forecast. Nvidia's 7-day share price return of 6.64% and 30-day share price return of 5.8% demonstrate momentum cooling in comparison to its very big 5-year total shareholder return, notwithstanding the recent euphoria surrounding record results and the $2 billion commitments to Coherent and Lumentum. This implies that investors are comparing recently announced AI-driven acquisitions to a solid track record over the long run. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. Is there still a genuine entry point here, or is the market already baking in years of future growth, given that Nvidia is currently selling at about $180 after a run that left its 5-year total return quite substantial, yet sitting at a roughly 47% discount to the average analyst price estimate of $264? The most popular narrative places Nvidia's fair value closer to $170.26 than its most recent finish of $180.05. This puts the most recent AI euphoria against more reasonable long-term projections and suggests a slight premium in today's price. Are you curious about what must occur in order for that increased income base to make sense? Rich margins, a premium earnings multiple, and AI data center spending are all major components of the narrative. Wondering which presumptions actually carry the $170 mark and how susceptible that is to changes in circumstances? Those figures are presented in detail in the full piece. That opinion could soon change, though, if spending on AI data centers slows down, or if competing chip and software ecosystems gain traction and put pressure on Nvidia's present pricing dominance. The narrative's $170.26 fair value is awkwardly placed next to Nvidia's current PE ratio of 36.4x, which is significantly lower than the peer average of 83.6x and lower than the US semiconductor average of 43.8x. The fair ratio is considerably higher at 59.2x. How much faith do you really have in the $170 line in the sand if the market moves in that direction instead? The strong hyperscaler demand for Nvidia's market-leading AI chips, networking services now pouring into the management's outsized forward projections, and their exceptional pricing power were the reasons I had renewed my buy recommendation when I covered the company in December 2025. I thought that Nvidia may continue to be an AI godfather in the future because of its aggressive R&AMP activities, low valuations, proven support in the 170s, and growing AI TAM through 2030. Because of the increased margin of safety resulting from the continuous consolidation along the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages and the ensuing deep value, profitable growth prices, I will explain in this video why I am recommending Nvidia as a strong buy. Key capacity to strategically invest in key growth opportunities, like Grok's licensing at $20 billion and OpenAI's funding at $30 billion, is greatly facilitated by their healthy balance sheet, rising free cash flow production, and rich gross profit margins. Since July 2025, Nvidia has been trading sideways along the established support levels of 170s and the resistance levels of 190s since my last buy recommendation. Many of its counterparts in the AI infrastructure have also had a similar development, albeit to differing degrees. Nvidia's continuous stock price consolidation has significantly exemplified the cooling market sentiments surrounding the AI boom, especially in light of the persistent data center-related spending trends that have been similarly reiterated by numerous hyperscalers, neoclouds in the recent Q4 25 earnings season, and the ensuing tailwinds on their top and bottom line growth prospects. The market has been shifting to value dividend-oriented companies since November 2025, which may help to explain why Nvidia's stock price hasn't changed much despite the company's impressive FQ4 26 performance and encouraging FQ1 27 forecast. Because of the strong compute demand at 51.3B, plus 57.3% YOY, and the growing use of its networking offerings, as evidenced by the segment's revenue growth to $11, plus to 66.6% YOY, the market leader for general, all-purpose AI accelerators, for instance, reported excellent data center revenues of $62.3 billion in FQ4 26, plus 75% YOY. Their diversified networking offerings across both the open-source Ethernet system and the company's proprietary InfiniBand system are largely responsible for the latter's success. This allowed them to capitalize on the booming Ethernet market, which is expected to grow at a 4Y CAGR of plus or 45.8% from LA5 bulb in 2024 to NGT 33B in 2029. Nvidia has also alluded to their enormous data center income potential, which goes beyond the $500 billion Blackwell-Rubin figures presented at the GTC DC 2025 event. This indicates the strong demand for hyperscalers and the enhanced availability of inventories and supplies. The speculative import relaxation may result in excellent sales upside in FY 2027, given the massive pent-up demand and the fact that China, including Hong Kong, used to comprise 13% of its FY 2025 sales, 3.9 points YOY. Readers should also take note that their outsized data center sales in FQ4 26 have not yet taken into account any sales to China. Otherwise, market rumors that Meta Platforms intends to acquire Alphabet's Tensor Processing Units, TPU, in 2027 may explain some of Nvidia's sentiment headwinds to the anticipated competition from the TPUs. This development is significant because Ironwood, Google's most recent TPU offering, is said to have surpassed Nvidia's GB300 NVL72 system capabilities while appearing to be more affordable. Ironwood pods scale up to 9,216 AI accelerators, delivering a total of 42.5 FP8 exaflops for training and inference, far exceeding the FP8 capabilities of Nvidia's GB300 NVL72 system, which stands at 0.36 exaflops. The pod has around 1.77 PB of HBM3E memory overall and is coupled via a proprietary 9.6 TB-less interchip interconnect network, which is again more than what Nvidia's rival technology can provide. According to IDC data, enterprise clients benefit from an average 3-year return on investment, ROI, of 353%, 28% less IT expenditure, and 55% more operational efficiency using the AI hypercomputer model. Given that 36% of Nvidia's FY 2026 revenues are focused on 2 direct customers and 34% of its FY 2025 revenues are focused on 3 direct customers, this may also be the reason why market analysts are factoring in the company's sales headwinds if more hyperscalers move away from its general AI accelerator offerings. Nvidia's impaired pricing power and the resulting adjusted gross margin erosion from the 75.3% announced in FQ4 26, plus 1.7 points YOY, and 71.3% in FY 2026, 4.2 points YOY from FY 2025 highs of 75.5%, plus 9.6 from FY 2019 levels of 61.7%, may also be triggered by the competitive issues. Despite the strong FQ4 26's FQ1 26 numbers, this is made worse by the possible erosion of Nvidia's CUDA moat investment thesis as Google and Meta introduce Torch TPU, which may be a factor in the pessimism ingrained in the former stock prices. The new initiative, internally referred to as Torch TPU, aims to remove a major obstacle that has slowed the adoption of TPU chips by making them fully compatible and developer-friendly for clients who have already constructed their tech infrastructure using PyTorch software. PyTorch is an open-source project that has a lot of meta support. It is among the most popular tools used by developers to create AI models. PyTorch, a collection of pre-written code libraries and frameworks that automate numerous typical activities in creating AI software, is one of the tools that developers rely on. The history of PyTorch, which was first made available in 2016, is directly linked to Nvidia's creation of CUDA, the program that some Wall Street analysts believe to be the company's most effective defense against rivals. Engineers at Nvidia have been working for years to make sure that applications created with PyTorch operate as quickly and effectively as possible on its hardware. However, given that Goog Ironwood's on-demand rental price of $12 per chip hour seems somewhat high compared to Nvidia's B200, which averages $4.57 per chip hour, and the 4 cloud providers, which include Oracle Cloud, Amazon's AWS, Nibius, and CoreWeave, which average about $10.58 per chip hour, I believe that the competition concerns may have been exaggerated. It is unclear how attractive Goog Ironwood's performance-to-cost ratio will be to encourage hyperscalers to diversify their cloud computing tactics away from the tried-and-true CUDA environment, pending the findings of the gold standard ML-perf benchmarking. As their strategic next steps beyond the legacy AI training chips, Nvidia has chosen to license Grok's inference technology in December 2025, most likely with the goal of releasing inference chips that are less expensive and more energy efficient at a time when inferencing demand is rising and agentic AI deployments are increasing. For the time being, I advise readers to keep a close eye on Nvidia's upcoming GTC 2026 conference in March 2026 to learn more about their low-cost inferencing offerings. Apart from the continuous AI training victories, I believe that the management may be able to duplicate a comparable success in the fiercely competitive inferencing market, considering Nvidia's ability to maintain its competitiveness in the open-source Ethernet market beyond its proprietary InfiniBand products. With the FQ1 27 revenue guidance of 78 bytes plus 76.8% EOY and ADJ, gross margin guidance of 75% plus 3.7 points YOY, excluding H20 charge, Nvidia has so far strengthened the narrative of profitable growth. This builds on the FY 2026 outperformance, which was plus 65.4% YOY and 71.3%, or 4.2 points YOY, respectively. Nvidia is anticipated to report accelerated top-bottom line growth at a CAGR of plus 29.3% plus 26.7% through FY 2030, building upon the historical growth profile at the 5Y CAGR of plus 66.9% plus 80.3% and the 10Y CAGR of plus 45.7% plus 60.6%, respectively. These factors may also be the reason why the consensus has further raised their forward estimates. I believe that Nvidia is incredibly cheap at FWD/PE non-GAAP valuations of 21.52x, closer to the sector median of 21.88x, and moderated against the 1Y mean of 29.63x, the 5Y mean of 45.17x, and the 10Y mean of 37.11x. This is because they were able to propel the multi-year data center capex boom as the undisputed AI godfather. It goes without saying that Nvidia offers a deep value, high-growth investment thesis at my estimated 3Y PEG non-GAAP ratio of 0.80x, closer to the 10Y mean of 0.61x, while moderated against the 5Y mean of 1.57x and the sector median of 1.38x. This is based on the FWD/PE non-GAAP valuations of 21.52x and the consensus ADJ EPS growth estimates at a 3Y CAGR of plus 26.7%. When comparing Nvidia's FWD/PE non-GAAP valuations of 21.52x and my estimated 3Y PEG non-GAAP ratio of 0.80x against its direct competitors, a similar conclusion can be drawn. Thanks to the bursting of the AI bubble in November 2025, it is clear that Nvidia's continued sideways trading over the past few months has been advantageous for those wishing to purchase the market leader in AI at a discount. This is especially true given that Nvidia's improved balance sheet, with a net cash position of 54.1 B plus 55.7% YoY plus 894.4% from FY 2019 levels of 5.444 B, is directly a result of their noticeably wealthier free cash flow creation of $96.57 in FY 2026, plus 59% YoY. I believe that Nvidia's investment thesis is very strong when comparing its net debt to EBITDA ratio of 0.38x in FY 2026, with the higher cash than debt to the semiconductor median of 0.69x. The company's rich balance sheet also enables them to strategically invest in their growth opportunities, such as Groku's licensing at $20 and OpenAI's financing at $30. Additionally, by retiring for 1% of its float over the LTM and 3.6% since FY 2022, the management has already returned significant value to long-term shareholders. As of right now, the three previous cycles, between 2021, H1 23, H2 23, and H2 24, H1 25, have been roughly matched by Nvidia's continuous consolidation since June 2025, offering valuable information for those wishing to add. The stock is trading well below my fair value estimates of $192, based on the 1Y PE mean of 29.63x, near the peer group PE mean of 29x, after excluding INTC at 94x, and the annualized FQ4 26 Edge EPS performance of $6.48, plus 82% YoY. This conjecture is not overly aggressive either, as Nvidia's technical indicators have also shown a similar development, with the reasonable RSIs and the low trading volumes suggesting a bottoming in the near term, as well as a potential breakout upon the recovery in market sentiments, based on the FY 2030 ADJ consensus. EPS forecasts of $12,031 and my long-term price goal of $364.70 still has a great upside potential of plus 105.8%. It is clear that the sideways trading has created a great buying opportunity for investors hoping to take advantage of the multi-year cloud supercycle. I am upgrading the Nvidia stock to a strong buy while also increasing my holdings because of the solid data center spending trends seen in the most recent Q4 25 earnings season, their ability to stay relevant during a period of increasing inferencing demand due to the Grok deal and the many circular deals, the low valuations resulting from the ongoing consolidation, and the resulting rich doubling upside potential over the next few years. Don't pass over this AI powerhouse. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.